Hi, everyone. My name is Justin BACKEBERG, and I'm a high school math teacher from Reedsburg, Wisconsin. Some of the biggest challenges that I see as we're heading back to school can be looking at the learning loss or lack of learning that students have faced over the last year and a half with the pandemic and maybe being in and out of school. I know myself personally, I haven't been able to cover as much curriculum as I would in a normal year. We've had to slow some things down a little bit just because of the weird schedule that we're on. But instead of focusing so much on the challenges, I really think that we should be focusing on what we can do with all the work and time that's been put in up to this point. Districts and schools and teachers have put in so much time and effort developing digital learning techniques and digital learning strategies for their students. I think this can really be a transformational time for schools and looking at how we can improve what we normally do. Because we've really got two options. We can go back to the way that things were done before and have been done for the last 100 years or so, or we can look at taking that next step and using these tools and strategies that we've come up with to further education for all of our students. Now, digital ink has been in my life for probably 6 or 7 years. I started flipping my classroom quite a while ago, and I initially tried to just do some screencasting using my mouse to write things out, but I quickly figured out that that wasn't a very good strategy for me. I have pretty bad handwriting as it comes, and trying to write things out with a mouse was pretty much impossible for me. So I quickly found these Wacom digital pen tablets, and that really transformed my teaching. I use a screencasting type of video recording, so my students see my computer screen basically as a whiteboard, and I use my Wacom tablet to write things out on my board so that students can see all the work that I'm doing as I'm solving a math problem or introducing a new concept. And I really wouldn't be able to do what I do if I didn't have my Wacom tablet. As far as tips on using the Wacom tablets, they're really super intuitive and they're easy to use. For myself personally, I put in a lot of time and effort practicing it, just like I would with any new tool, because I want it to be the best that it can for my students. So I spent probably more time than I needed to making sure that things were perfect in my mind before I started putting these recordings and these videos out to my students and for public consumption. Now, one thing that I think I could do differently if I had like a classroom set of Wacom tablets, I spend a lot of time creating my own content, putting it out there for my students. But I think as an assessment tool, I could have students creating videos and students creating different things using Wacom tablets. So instead of just filling out a regular pen and paper test, they could be making these videos and really demonstrating their knowledge and understanding of the concepts that we're going through. I think as a teacher, it's easier to gauge understanding if you're having an actual conversation with the student. So if a student was able to record a video and verbalize while also writing out their content knowledge, I think that would give me a better gauge on how well they truly understand the material being covered.